Welcome to the 23rd Don Quixote Awards press conference, presented by the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce of Metro Orlando and Prospera. This event is proudly sponsored by Walt Disney Parks and Resorts and Wells Fargo. Let's welcome Gabby Ortegoni, President and CEO of the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce of Metro Orlando, and Augusto Sanabria, President and CEO of Prospera.
Good morning, Augusto, and everyone who has joined us this morning to this virtual press conference in which we will announce the finalists and winners of the 23rd Don Quixote Awards. Needless to say, this has been a year full of challenges, but thanks to the support of all of our board members, sponsors, team members, and everyone who is associated with both organizations, we're very proud to say that this year we will continue the tradition of the Don Quixote Awards, even if we have to do it virtually, but the tradition will continue. So thank you so much for joining us this morning. Good morning, Augusto.
Yes, Gabby, this has been a year of unprecedented challenges and learning experiences, but we are here today to celebrate the spirit of courage and determination embodied by the beloved character of Don Quixote de la Mancha. As you mentioned, we have many people to thank for supporting and making this event possible. In particular, our top sponsors, Walt Disney Parks and Resorts and Wells Fargo. Thank you for your continued support.
And today we are very proud to announce that the Don Quixote Awards this year will be broadcasted from the ESPN studios at Disney's Wide World of Sports complex. So we're very excited that it's still going to have that incredible feeling of celebration and very unique atmosphere that Don Quixote always offers to everyone who participates, and particularly to our finalists and winners who will be recognizing. So please join us on Thursday, December 3rd at 5 p.m. For the streaming, you have to register. So visit DonQuixoteAwards.com so you can register to participate in that incredible celebration.
Indeed, we also have another special announcement this morning. Thanks to the support of Entravisión Orlando, thousands of Hispanic households will be able to watch the highlights of this year's award ceremony on Univision Orlando and their social media platform. So thank you, Univision. The televised and social media program will be in Spanish, and it will air on Saturday, December 12th at 6 p.m. Thank you, Univision, for helping us amplify our voices in the Hispanic community.
And as we all know, the Don Quixote Awards recognize every year Central Floridians who have achieved great success in their careers and made significant contributions to our community. This will be the 23rd consecutive year that the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce and Prospera come together to present what has become a signature celebration among our Hispanic business community as well as the general business community. In a few minutes, we will be announcing the finalists for this year's awards. We will also have the opportunity to get some of their first reactions. But first, let's recognize past Don Quixote recipients with this short video.
For more than 2 decades, Central Florida has embraced achievements and contributions of Hispanic professionals and entrepreneurs, consistently growing the event alongside the region's Hispanic population. This year will not be the exception. This event also serves as one of the most important fundraisers for both organizations. Thanks to all the event sponsors, our organizations will receive funds to continue providing much needed support to Hispanic businesses that have been impacted by the pandemic.
And speaking of sponsors, now I'm very proud to introduce and welcome to the screen the Don Quixote Awards Diamond sponsor from Walt Disney Parks and Resorts, Mario Mendolaro, Associate Principal Counsel at this incredible company, and also member of the Board of Directors for the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce of Metro Orlando. Mario, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you, Gabby. So, buenos dias, everyone, and welcome. I am Mario Mendolaro, Principal Counsel for Disney here in Central Florida, and I'm pleased that Disney is once again sponsoring the Don Quixote Awards. Our founders, Walt and Roy Disney, were enchanted by the culture of old California, an element that has survived even as Hollywood flourished. In 1941, Walt toured South America with a team of artists, directors, and other Disney Studio staff members, speaking with people, collecting tales, and exploring themes that would resonate in Disney stories for the rest of Walt's life and beyond. When Walt went searching for a site for his second Disney destination, I don't think it hurt that the very best one was in a place called La Florida. And that resonance certainly figures into our thinking today. Here at Disney, a deep appreciation of Hispanic culture is part of our corporate DNA. But beyond that legacy, there is the undeniable importance and the tremendous impact and potential of Hispanic business and enterprise on Central Florida. These are important parts of what makes the region the heart of one of the largest and fastest growing states in America. At Disney, we know that we stand behind Hispanic business. We support an important element of our present and a rapidly growing and pivotal piece of our region's future. That is why our sponsorship of the Don Quixote Award is a relationship that extends back many, many years. We value our relationship with Hispanic business community, and we grow closer every year. And we're proud to celebrate that closeness as a 2020 sponsor. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Mario Disney, for your generous continued support of the Don Quixote Awards in our Hispanic business community. And now let us hear from our Don Quixote Awards Sapphire and press conference sponsor, Wells Fargo, represented by Derek Jones, North Central Florida Region Bank President at Wells Fargo. Derek?
Hey, thank you, Augusto. And good morning, everyone. As Augusto mentioned, I'm Derek Jones, North Central Florida Region Bank President for Wells Fargo. And we're thrilled to once again support and sponsor the Don Quixote Awards. Year after year, we make it a point to join Prospera and the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce of Metro Orlando effort because we truly believe in it. We understand the impact that the award winners make on our local community, and the Don Quixote Awards honor the best of the best in Orlando. They honor those who are taking the time to support, uplift, and empower one of our key customer segments, the Hispanic community. In early 2020, the Hispanic growth story and its impact on the U.S. economy continued to be significant. And Hispanic entrepreneurs, consumers, and workforce continue to drive the U.S. economic growth, and we see the positive impacts of that right here in Central Florida. And even though the pandemic has brought challenges to all of us, including the Hispanic business community, we see that the positivity and drive for Hispanic business owners is stronger than ever. In fact, Wells Fargo and Gallup recently conducted a study amongst Hispanic business owners, and 63% of them stated that their current financial situation was somewhat better, very good. In fact, when comparing that with other diverse segments, Hispanic owners had the highest level of optimism and financial outlook for their businesses over the coming years. 76% of them described their financial outlook as more optimistic than pessimistic. Now, does that mean that the pandemic hasn't affected them at all? Of course not. The survey simply shows what I think many of us already know and we see firsthand is that the resiliency and the strength and the positivity that characterizes our Hispanic business owners is alive and well. That same resiliency and hard work is represented in the actions and accomplishments of the award winners today, who above all challenges have dedicated their time to uplift Central Florida and support the Hispanic community. So on behalf of Wells Fargo, thank you to all for being here today and supporting this very important event, and congratulations to all of our honorees.
Thank you, Derek, and thank you, Wells Fargo, and thank you so much for sharing that, because that is exactly what this event is all about, to demonstrate the resiliency, the passion, the determination of our Hispanic business community. And we're so grateful that you, not only as a business leader, but also with Wells Fargo, has supported our organization and this incredible event year after year. So thank you so much to you, and of course, to Disney and to all of our sponsors for investing in the Don Quixote Awards and the missions of both the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce and Prospera for all these years. And it is now my great pleasure to introduce the chairman of the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce of Metro Orlando and director of economic development for the city of Kissimmee, Belinda Kierkegaard, and the chairman of Prospera Statewide Board and senior vice president and retail executive for North Florida at Fifth Third Bank, Boris Ayala. So good morning and welcome, Belinda and Boris.
Good morning, and thank you, Gabby. For more than 26 years, our Hispanic Chamber has been the leading voice of Central Florida Hispanic business community. Our mission is to drive economic growth by strengthening Hispanic business in Central Florida. This mission has truly been showcased during this pandemic. The year 2020 will be remembered for COVID-19, but also for the phrase, "you're on mute," or in the world of business, we repeatedly heard, "you have to pivot your company to adapt to this new normal." I'm happy to report your Hispanic Chamber of Commerce practiced what it preached. In a window of 3 months, we hosted over 80 bilingual educational webinars that provided critical information to entrepreneurs. We also held, with much success, our annual business conference, which featured the United States Business Administrator, Secretary Jovita Caranta, and Ramiro Cavatos, the CEO of the United States Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. The activity drew almost triple the amount of participation of past years' in-person conferences. Additionally, as it was an election year, we held the political hobnob. In fact, we had two, a primary election and a general election, featuring over 70 candidates and had over 30,000, yes, 30,000 viewers watch the programming that streamed live with our iHeartRadio partnership, as well as on other digital platforms. Another recent success was kicked off in October for our Hispanic Heritage Month, where we partnered with Univision Orlando, where we showcase local Hispanic success stories on a new television segment called Emprendedores. And the year's not over yet. You'll hear more in the coming weeks about the annual Hispanic Impact Summit, which will feature some high-profile guest speakers. And today, we're also hosting our Diversity Supplier Council's matchmaking activity. The year 2020 encompasses many different changes, but the one thing that is consistent year after year is how grateful our Hispanic Chamber is to work alongside our sister organization, Prospera, as we collaborate to foster growth and opportunities for our Hispanic business owners throughout Central Florida. Boris?
Hey, thank you, Belinda. Good morning, buenos dias. Since 1991, Prospera has been devoted to empowering Hispanics with training, consulting, and access to capital to help them start, sustain, and grow businesses to achieve community prosperity. In Central Florida, we are proud to work hand in hand with the Hispanic Chamber, complementing each other's services and supporting thousands of Hispanic-owned businesses and entrepreneurs each year throughout our region. For 8 months now, we have all suffered the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic at home, at work, and in our everyday lives. Since mid-March, Prospera has adapted its services and continued operating remotely without interruption, serving entrepreneurs every weekday and even sometimes on weekends. This fiscal year, thanks to our generous funders, volunteers, and staff, we were able to respond to the elevated demand for assistance. We have increased our individual business consulting by 29% and the total amount of small business loans marketed by 43%. Clearly, there is a great need. A poll among our clients since the pandemic began shows that 79% of those established businesses have been affected, and 51% of them had to close for some period of time. At least 36% of those who have closed have reopened. However, they report a combined loss of revenues exceeding $21 million. Many Hispanic entrepreneurs still need our assistance more than ever to recover and sustain their businesses, and we are grateful for your support as we continue working for their recovery.
On December 3rd, which is in just 3 short weeks away, our community will once again come together to honor some remarkable Central Floridians. This event, however, would not be possible without the support of our very generous sponsors. Through their investment, these supporting companies recognize the importance and economic impact our Hispanic community makes within Central Florida. A special thank you goes to our diamond sponsor, Walt Disney Parks and Resorts. Thank you to our sapphire sponsor, Wells Fargo.
Our 2020 platinum sponsors include Advent Health and Universal Orlando. Thank you. Our gold sponsors include Bank of America, Orlando Magic, and Orlando Health. And our bronze sponsors include JP Morgan Chase.
Thank you to our support sponsor, Valencia College, and our top media partner, who this year will especially take this gala program to a new level of viewership, and that's Univision Orlando.
Thank you, Belinda. We're very grateful to each of our sponsors for taking the lead in supporting the 2020 Don Quixote Awards. And now, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. We will announce the finalists for the 23rd Don Quixote Awards.
Today's finalists represent some of the best talent in our community, and whether they take home the Lladro or not, they're all accomplished winners. It's an honor and privilege to recognize this year's Don Quixote Awards finalists and showcase all their hard work and dedication to our community. I do want to note, in light of the fact that we've had so many businesses negatively affected by the economic crisis caused by this pandemic, this year we won't be presenting for either of the 2 Hispanic Business of the Year award categories. Now, before we start the finalist presentations, we want to thank this year's selection committee, and they know who they are, who gave so freely of their time in selecting the finalists, as well as the winners of the Lifetime Achievement and Hispanic Community Championship Awards. The finalists for the Excellence and Professional of the Year awards were chosen based on an individual's professional accomplishments, financial success and growth, innovation, contribution to their industry and community, demonstrated leadership, and professional honors and recognitions. During the December 3rd virtual ceremony, only 1 finalist from each award category will receive the Don Quixote Award.
And now it is our pleasure to announce the finalists for the 23rd Annual Don Quixote Awards. Without further ado, the category of Professional of the Year recognizes a Hispanic individual who has excelled in his or her profession or field of work. The finalists for Professional of the Year, in alphabetical order, are Diana Almodovar, Deputy Director and County Engineer at Orange County Public Works Department. Yvette Usual, Emmy Award-winning anchor and reporter at Spectrum News 13. Sharon Smoley, Vice President of Advocacy and Public Policy at Orlando Economic Partnership.
The Excellence Award recognizes a Hispanic individual who has demonstrated leadership or made significant contributions to a field of work, a cause, or a particular community. We're pleased to announce that for the 12th consecutive year, Bank of America will donate $5,000 to a charity designated by the award recipient. So the finalists for the Excellence Award are Graciela Noriega Jacoby, Chief Operating Officer with Heart of Florida United Way. Dr. Fernando Rivera, Founding Director of the Puerto Rico Research Hub at the University of Central Florida. Major Carlos Torres, Uniform Patrol Division Commander with the Orange County Sheriff's Office.
Excellent. Thank you, Belinda. Congratulations to all the finalists of the Excellence category. Our next category, the Hispanic Community Champion Award, is intended to recognize a non-Hispanic individual who has led by example in supporting the progress of Hispanic community of Central Florida. To present this year's winner of the Hispanic Community Champion Don Quixote Award recipient, let's welcome back to the screen Mario Mendolaro from our diamond sponsor, Walt Disney Parks and Resorts.
Thank you, Boris. Sorry about that. Had to mute there. The recipient of this award is chosen by the Don Quixote Awards Selection Committee, focusing on their contributions to the Hispanic community, evidence of promoting Hispanic professionals, executives, and board members within the nominee's respective organization and in the general community, a demonstrated leadership or community involvement to the benefit of the Hispanic community, and awards or honors. The winner of this year's Don Quixote Hispanic Community Champion Award is a proven leader whose background in business and public service spans more than 30 years. He has served the Central Florida community as an Orange County Commissioner, corporate and nonprofit executive, and community association leader. The 2020 Don Quixote Hispanic Community Champion Award goes to Louis Damiani, Executive Director at the Victim Service Center of Central Florida.
Congratulations, Louis. Louis and I met years ago when we both worked for Orange County Commissioner Mary Johnson. She was, in fact, the first Hispanic elected in Central Florida, and it was also the creator of the Victim Service Center. Unfortunately, she passed away a couple of months ago, but I know she's looking down from heaven and smiling at you, Louis, today for being recognized by the community, which she treasured so much. Congratulations, and thank you, Louis, for all your hard work advocating for the most vulnerable in our community and for growing Commissioner Johnson's dream. And now, before I get emotional for that tender woman who was a mentor to me and well remembered, I'm going to turn it over to present the final award category. So please welcome back to this screen, Mr. Derek Jones, North Central Florida Regional Bank President for Wells Fargo.
Thank you, Belinda. And our final award announcement of this morning upholds a tradition that began 15 years ago. Each year, we recognize one community leader for their significant and lasting community impact with the Lifetime Achievement Award. And these are some of the words that people have used to describe this year's winner: compassionate, genuine, courageous, selfless, wicked smart, and just an overall rock star. This year's honoree is a champion of early childhood education. Throughout her career, she's built bridges between community leaders, organizations, elected officials, and public schools. She's also served as a powerful voice for immigrants, small businesses, nonprofits, and minorities. I am honored to recognize a woman who's impacted thousands of lives with professionalism, integrity, commitment to excellence, and justice. Let's all congratulate this year's Don Quixote Lifetime Achievement Award recipient, Betty Martinez Lowry.
Thank you, Derek. I appreciate that. Hey, congratulations once again to our 23rd award finalists, Louis Damiani, Betty Martinez Lowry, whose impact and contributions make them heroes in our community. I also would like to take just a second to recognize a gold sponsor I failed to recognize earlier on, which is Florida Blue. Thank you for your sponsorship, Florida Blue. Once again, thank you for joining us today. For more information about the event, please visit DonQuixoteAwards.com or the DQ Awards page on Facebook.
course, we also want to remind folks to not forget to register for the streaming of the Don Quixote Awards celebration, which will take place on Thursday, December 3rd. And you can also watch the Don Quixote Awards special program, which will air on Univision Orlando on December 12th. Muchísimas gracias por acompañarnos hoy. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for attending the 23rd Don Quixote Awards press conference, and congratulations to all finalists and winners. This event was proudly sponsored by Walt Disney Parks and Resorts and Wells Fargo. Please join us on December 3rd at 5 p.m. at the virtual celebration of the Don Quixote Awards and the special TV show on December 12th on Univision Orlando at 6 p.m. For more information, please visit DonQuixoteAwards.com. Muchas gracias.